Okay, so the WWE no longer is referred to as the World Wrestling Entertainment. They're now referred to as just WWE. They kind of remove the word wrestling to get rid of the stigma of wrestling. Therefore, in turn, TNA Impact now is called Impact Wrestling. Pushes the whole thing that wrestling actually matters. So I just saw like the little 5-minute clip that TNA put together with her talking about, okay, wrestling matters. You can't take wrestling out of wrestling. So he was a poster child for wrestling. True, yeah, he's a very decorated athlete. But at the same time, you really can't look at like his recent DUI and court problems and be like, I'm the poster child for wrestling. And then they show other people, like Robert Roode, AJ Styles, talking about this is what they do for a living. And they're phenomenal athletes. I'll be honest, except for non-wrestling fans, all wrestling fans are well aware of the fact that if you're a professional wrestler, you're a fantastic athlete. It is kind of weird that, Vince wants to play more of the entertainment side, he wants the guys to make movies. As always, Vince is doing sports entertainment. And TNA wants to go to straight wrestling. Okay. Really bizarre thing. TNA has always had better wrestling. What's killed them is their lack of entertainment that's not wrestling. Vince, their wrestling is decent. When they have horrible matches, they have absolutely horrible matches. But they've always had better storylines. Their entertainment value has always been better than their wrestling. They currently have a much larger fan base. TNA has normally had better wrestling, but just really poor storylines. So you have one has better entertainment value than wrestling, other one has better wrestling than entertainment value. So it makes sense that they're now essentially going opposite directions. Vince knows that his movie department is making a profit. Not a huge profit, but a profit. Okay. What I found weird is someone said if I wanted to make lots of money, I'd be out making movies. Ironically, Kurt Angle's been in a couple of movies since he joined TNA. So apparently Kurt wanted to make more money, so he did some movies. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of them would probably trade places with The Rock in a heartbeat. The Rock had a decent wrestling career, pretty decent movie career, and he's left. He doesn't have to wrestle anymore. He can if he chooses to. But his body doesn't need to be, beaten down and broken every single night. So that having been said, it's going back to like when it was WWF and WCW. Turner said, I got myself a wrestling show. Vince went, I have sports entertainment. TNA, in fact, now, Impact Wrestling, where wrestling matters. Okay. If you think that's going to help draw the disgruntled WWE fans away, you've been trying to pull away that fan base for years now. And regardless of who you brought over, you don't get that huge, all of a sudden, massive influx of new fans. Maybe every now and then TNA should focus less on what Vince is doing and probably focus more on what they're doing. If you want to do a show with primarily wrestling, okay. Vince currently does between 6 to 8 matches on Raw. So you need to do more than 8 matches. You should probably have less in-ring promos. Go back to what you did when you were on Fox Sports Net, where you had an hour, and it was an hour of straight wrestling. It's like wrestling, backstage interview. Just enough to progress, a feud far enough to make it go to pay-per-view. You don't always need to begin with Hogan and Bischoff in the ring. If you want to focus on wrestling, awesome. Focus on wrestling.